Pharmacy. A pharmacy is a place where medicine is sold.
My mother sells medicine to people at the pharmacy.
Imitate. To imitate someone or something is to act in the exact same way.
He imitated his favorite superhero by putting on a costume.
Bunch. A bunch is a group of the same things.
She was hungry, so she ate the entire bunch of grapes.
Senator. A senator is someone who makes laws for a state.
The young senator promised to make laws that would help the people.
Beneath. Beneath means under or lower than.
The largest part of an iceberg lies beneath the waterline.
Divorce. Divorce is the process of ending a marriage.
Divorce rates have increased in the past 20 years.
Presume. To presume is to believe something is true without being certain.
Since the girl raised her hand, the teacher presumed she knew the answer.
Shame. Shame is a bad feeling about things one has done wrong.
The boy felt shame about misplacing his clothes.
Wagon. A wagon is a cart used to carry heavy things.
He used his wagon to carry some of his gifts.
Creep. To creep is to move quietly and slowly.
The cat slowly crept down the tree.
Cub. A cub is a baby animal, such as a bear or lion.
The lion cub was crying for its mother.
Diameter. The diameter of a round thing is the length across its center.
The diameter of the tree was about 60 centimeters.
Object. An object is a non-living thing that you can see or touch.
The shopping cart was filled with objects.
Stem. The stem of a plant is the stick that grows leaves or flowers.
The rose had a long, thin stem.
Tender. A tender food is soft and easy to chew.
The meat was so tender they didn't need knives to cut it.
Dawn. Dawn is the time of day when the sun rises.
At dawn, the sun gently rose over the farm.
Nut. A nut is a hard seed or fruit that comes from some trees and bushes.
To eat a nut, you must first crack its shell.
Situated. If something is situated somewhere, it is in that place.
The whiteboard is situated between the two men.
Crawl. To crawl is to move slowly on hands and knees.
The baby crawled across the floor.
Assembly. An assembly is a group gathered together for the same reason.
The students had an assembly to talk about their interests.
Star. A star is a bright, shining thing in the night sky.
The stars come out at night.
Dissatisfied. Dissatisfied means not happy with something.
I was dissatisfied with their decision to work on Sunday.
Loyal. Loyal people always help or support a certain person or thing.
The three friends are very loyal to each other.
Underneath. Underneath means below or under.
The roots of a tree are located underneath the ground.
Several. Several is more than two, but not many.
He had to read several books for class.
Orphan. An orphan is a child who does not have parents.
The orphan frequently cried during the night.
Differ. To differ is to not be the same as another person or thing.
I differ from my brother. He is short, while I am tall.
Ease. Ease is a condition without difficulty or hard work.
The monkey climbed the tree with ease.
Layer. A layer covers over something or is one of several pieces lying on top of each other.
There was a layer of snow on the tops of the houses this morning.
Bench. A bench is a long seat for two or more people.
Most parks have benches for people to relax upon.
Scheme. A scheme is a plan or design.
Jason and Mark came up with a scheme to solve the problem.
Sensible. A sensible person or thing is good and smart.
It was sensible for her to save some money each month.
Evident. Evident means easy to see or understand.
It was evident from the look on his face that he was unhappy.
Ripe. A ripe fruit or vegetable is ready to be eaten.
The cherries were nice and ripe.
Scholar. A scholar is a person who studies something and knows a lot about it.
The scholar knew much about art history.
Plot. To plot is to make a secret plan to do something that is wrong or mean.
The group was plotting to ruin the company's financial reports.
Chore. A chore is an unpleasant job that must be done.
It's Nikki's chore to do the dishes every Tuesday and Wednesday night.
Perception. A perception of a situation is a way of thinking about it or understanding it.
Since he couldn't see, his perception of life was much different than mine.
Hail. Hail is ice that falls from the sky when rain freezes.
The hail from the storm was the size of golf balls.
Fancy. A fancy thing is nicer or more detailed than normal.
Their table was all set for a fancy dinner.
Sorrow. Sorrow is a very sad feeling.
The girl felt sorrow after her best friend moved away.
Thick. A thick thing is wide and solid.
The fog was so thick that I couldn't see through it.
Enthusiastic. An enthusiastic person is excited by or interested in something.
The man was enthusiastic about his job.
Howl. To howl means to make a long, loud sound, like a wolf or a dog.
The wolf howled at the moon.
Dispute. A dispute is an argument or disagreement that people have.
Karen and Brian often have disputes about silly things.
Incident. An incident is an event that is usually not pleasant.
Mr. Wilson had an incident. He became sick and had to leave.
Maybe. Maybe is used to show that something is possible or may be true.
If I focus hard enough, maybe I can come up with the right answer.
Slice. A slice is a piece from something larger, such as a cake.
The girl enjoyed a slice of cake at her birthday party.
Beneath. Beneath means under or lower than.
The largest part of an iceberg lies beneath the waterline.
Offend. To offend is to make someone angry or upset.
They were both offended by what they had said to each other.
Leap. To leap means to jump a long distance.
He had to leap over the gap to reach the other side of the hill.
Sigh. To sigh is to breathe out loudly to show tiredness, boredom, or sadness.
Molly sighed when she looked at all the information she had to research.
Cub. A cub is a baby animal, such as a bear or lion.
The lion cub was crying for its mother.
Dawn. Dawn is the time of day when the sun rises.
At dawn, the sun gently rose over the farm.
Label. A label is a tag that tells about something.
The label on the back of your shirt will tell you what size it is.
Wheat. Wheat is a plant from which we get the grain used to make bread.
The field of golden wheat was ready to be harvested.
Pill. A pill is a small object that has medicine inside.
She took a pill for her headache.
Drip. To drip is to fall a little bit at a time.
I heard water dripping from the faucet.
Magnificent. Magnificent means beautiful and grand.
The man gave his wife a pair of magnificent diamond earrings.
Dissatisfied. Dissatisfied means not happy with something.
I was dissatisfied with their decision to work on Sunday.
Household. A household is all the people who live in one house.
Our household is made up of my father, my mother, and me.
Daisy. A daisy is a small flower with white petals and a yellow center.
There were a few daisies growing in the field.
Spare. To spare something is to give it away because it is not needed.
I wanted to help him, but I couldn't spare a tire.
Payment. When you make a payment, you give someone some money for what you get.
I made the last payment on my car yesterday. Now I am really the owner.
Necessity. A necessity is something that is needed.
Fresh water is a necessity for life.
Compliment. To compliment is to say a nice thing about someone or something.
Her coworker complimented her for doing a good job.
Pardon. To pardon is to not be angry at someone for asking a question or for making a mistake.
Pardon me, teacher, but could you repeat what you just said?
Hatred. Hatred is a strong feeling of not liking someone or something.
I have a hatred for the taste of medicine.
Literary. A literary person or thing is involved with literature in some way.
He worked hard to create a successful literary career.
Horror. Horror is a feeling of being very afraid or shocked.
The audience screamed in horror when the ghost appeared in the movie.
Ease. Ease is a condition without difficulty or hard work.
The monkey climbed the tree with ease.
Outcome. An outcome is the end result of an action or event.
The outcome of his latest business plan was a complete failure.
Evident. Evident means easy to see or understand.
It was evident from the look on his face that he was unhappy.
Despite. Despite shows a difference from what is expected.
We still played the game despite the cold weather.
Pharaoh. A pharaoh was a king in ancient Egypt.
The pharaohs ruled Egypt for thousands of years.
Hotel. A hotel is a place where people stay overnight when they are traveling.
This family is staying at their favorite hotel.
Rage. Rage is a very angry feeling.
The chef was filled with rage when his helpers ruined the meal.
Hail. Hail is ice that falls from the sky when rain freezes.
The hail from the storm was the size of golf balls.
Apart. When people or things are apart, they are not next to each other.
They moved apart and then came back together.
Pile. A pile is a large group of things on top of one another.
The pile of cups was beginning to lean.
Ally. An ally is someone who agrees to help or support another person or group.
I was happy to find many allies who shared my opinion.
Axe. An axe is a tool used to cut wood.
She used an axe to cut some wood for the fire.
Permanent. Something permanent lasts for a long time, or forever.
We don't know if Aunt Mildred's visit will be a permanent one.
Scar. A scar is a mark on the skin after a wound heals.
The man had horrible scars on his cheek and forehead.
Profound. Profound means deep or very intelligent.
For a young man, Jeremy has some profound thoughts.
Lawyer. A lawyer works with the law and represents people in court.
The lawyer left the courthouse after the judge made her decision.
Slim. A slim person or thing is thin, not thick.
Look at my new cell phone. It's very slim.
Appeal. To appeal to someone is to be interesting or attractive.
Sleeping all day appeals to me, but I have to go to school.
Howl. To howl means to make a long, loud sound, like a wolf or a dog.
The wolf howled at the moon.
Carriage. A carriage is a vehicle pulled by a horse.
We took a carriage ride in the park.
Merry. A merry person is happy and pleasant.
They felt merry because the weather was great.
Seize. To seize something means to grab it quickly or strongly.
The man seized as much money as he could before anyone could see him.
Straw. A straw is a thin tube that is used to suck liquid into the mouth.
I drank the orange juice through a straw.
Leap. To leap means to jump a long distance.
He had to leap over the gap to reach the other side of the hill.
Absence. Absence is the state of something being away.
There is an absence of sand in the hourglass.
Exploit. To exploit something is to use it for greedy reasons rather than good reasons.
The company exploits their workers and makes them work 12 hours a day.
Aptitude. Aptitude is a natural ability or skill.
He has a natural aptitude for water skiing.
Squeeze. To squeeze something means to press it together and hold it tightly.
When Clara saw her cat, she squeezed it to her face.
Cake. Cake is a sweet dessert made from flour, water, sugar, and eggs.
What a beautiful birthday cake!
Complaint. A complaint is an expression of unhappiness about something.
Mom said she didn't want to hear my brother's complaints.
Deaf. A deaf person or animal cannot hear.
Susan uses sign language because she is deaf.
Stove. A stove is a device used to cook food.
Our new stove helps us to cook food much faster than before.
Magnificent. Magnificent means beautiful and grand.
The man gave his wife a pair of magnificent diamond earrings.
Sneak. To sneak is to move quietly in order not to be seen or heard.
The thief snuck out of the house without anyone noticing him.
Supreme. Supreme means of the highest level or best quality.
The supreme officer was in charge of keeping the citizens calm.
Necessity. A necessity is something that is needed.
Fresh water is a necessity for life.
gentle. Someone who is gentle is kind and calm.
He is very gentle with the baby.
Affair. An affair is an event or a thing that happened.
My wife and I attended a formal affair over the weekend.
Assume. To assume something is to think that it is true, even with no proof.
I assume you are both familiar with this plan.
Green. Green is the color of growing grass or leaves.
I don't like green apples.
Mist. Mist is water that can be seen in the air or on a surface.
The forest was covered with mist.
Terrific. Something terrific is very good.
My youngest daughter is a terrific painter.
Vanish. To vanish is to go away suddenly.
All the passengers vanished from the train station.
Outcome. An outcome is the end result of an action or event.
The outcome of his latest business plan was a complete failure.
Empty. An empty container is one that has no things in it.
The teacher showed the students an empty bottle.
Wrestle. To wrestle is to try to push another competitor to the floor.
My dad loved to wrestle when he was in high school.
Supper. Supper is a meal that is eaten in the evening.
We usually have supper around 6 o'clock at my house.
Trait. A trait is part of someone's personality.
One trait of Salvador's personality is his cheerfulness.
Sell. To sell is to give something to someone in exchange for money.
This man's job is to sell houses.
Pregnant. A pregnant woman or animal is going to have a baby.
The pregnant woman was shopping for baby clothes.
Pile. A pile is a large group of things on top of one another.
The pile of cups was beginning to lean.
Surgery. Surgery is medical treatment involving a doctor cutting into a body.
I needed surgery to repair my leg after the accident.
Close. To close is to shut something or cover up an opening.
The man wanted to close the door tightly.
Profound. Profound means deep or very intelligent.
For a young man, Jeremy has some profound thoughts.
Tidy. A tidy place or person is clean and in order.
Leon has always been a very tidy boy.
Vital. Something vital is necessary for life.
The heart is a vital organ.
Game. A game is an activity where people compete against each other.
Let's play a board game tonight.
Dinosaur. A dinosaur is a very big animal that lived millions of years ago.
I like to see the dinosaur bones at the museum.
Revenge. Revenge is the act of hurting someone who has hurt you.
He broke his sister's doll as revenge after she lost his favorite book.
Acquire. To acquire something is to get or gain possession of that thing.
Tina acquired a strange package yesterday.
Seize. To seize something means to grab it quickly or strongly.
The man seized as much money as he could before anyone could see him.
Squeeze. To squeeze something means to press it together and hold it tightly.
When Clara saw her cat, she squeezed it to her face.
Supreme. Supreme means of the highest level or best quality.
The supreme officer was in charge of keeping the citizens calm.
Terrific. Something terrific is very good.
My youngest daughter is a terrific painter.
Trait. A trait is part of someone's personality.
One trait of Salvador's personality is his cheerfulness.
Vital. Something vital is necessary for life.
The heart is a vital organ.